In the high-speed drama of Formula 1, where razor-thin margins separate triumph from disappointment, Lando Norris found himself on the wrong side of the equation, getting what some might call an embarrassing reality check. But there's a twist to this tale of racing woes and teammate rivalries, for the source of Norris's vexation isn't a seasoned driver with an extensive Formula 1 history. It's a fresh-faced rookie, Oscar Piastri, who stepped into the spotlight in a way that left Norris both frustrated and in awe. Let's dive into the riveting narrative of how Norris, one of Formula 1's rising stars, faced the ultimate test from a young prodigy, and how this thrilling episode adds another layer of intrigue to the dynamic world of motorsport. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because you won't want to miss this. Lando Norris is undoubtedly one of the most popular and promising drivers on the Formula 1 grid. His talent and charisma have made him a fan favourite, and he has been a consistent performer for McLaren in recent years. However, Norris's recent experiences, particularly his performance in the Qatar Grand Prix, may have taken a toll on his confidence. However, this isn't the first time we've seen Lando Norris in such a position. At the Italian Grand Prix, once again, he had to take on the role of second fiddle to race winner Daniel Ricciardo, with both McLaren teammates achieving a significant 1-2 finish for the team at Monza. Despite securing his best ever result in Formula 1, Norris couldn't take the bittersweet emotions he felt after the race. Lando Norris intriguingly draws comparisons between Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo, acknowledging that Piastri, his new teammate, exerts more pressure on him due to his speed, surpassing that of Daniel Ricciardo. Norris and Ricciardo were a beloved duo at McLaren for 2 seasons until Ricciardo was abruptly replaced. The rookie Piastri, who took Ricciardo's place, achieved his first F1 podium in the recent Japanese race. Norris openly admits that Piastri has pushed him harder than his previous teammate, crediting Piastri's rapid adaptation to the car. While this has added stress, Norris views it positively, appreciating the learning experience and the need to adapt to Piastri's unique driving style. However, Lando Norris expressed his deep frustration with himself following the Qatar Grand Prix sprint race, where he saw his opportunity for a first Formula 1 victory slip away. Norris had a challenging weekend, marked by a series of setbacks. He lost pole position for the sprint race due to an error at the final corner during the sprint shootout. Additionally, he faced adversity during the Grand Prix, when a lap time deletion in Q3 cost him a front row start. In Losail, during Q3, Lando Norris secured the second best position on the grid for the McLaren team, with only Max Verstappen's Red Bull car proving faster in the high-speed turns. However, his excitement was short-lived. Norris made a mistake as he slid wide in turn 10, crossing the track boundary line, which led to the deletion of his lap time. Not only did this eliminate his best lap time, but it also pushed him down to 10th position on the starting grid for the upcoming Grand Prix on Sunday. It was a frustrating turn of events that drastically impacted his race prospects. Oscar Piastri, Norris's teammate, initially secured a 4th place finish in Q3. With Norris's penalty, Piastri was poised to move up 1 spot, entering the top 3 on the starting grid for the race. However, post-qualifying interviews in Parc Fermé, where the top 3 drivers gather, became quite bewildering. Race control took some time to delete the laps that caused penalties and reorganize the grid. In this confusion, Piastri began the interviews while being 3rd place on the grid, but by the time it concluded, he found himself in 6th position. This unexpected turn of events transformed what initially appeared to be a 2nd and 4th starting positions for Norris and Piastri into the much less favourable positions of 10th and 6th respectively for the race. Obviously, a shame, but the car felt reasonable, said Piastri. Just pushed a little bit hard on the last lap, so a shame because the car was quick. Oscar Piastri had the disheartening experience of discovering that he had lost his 3rd place starting position for Sunday's race while on live television during an interview on Friday. He expressed his reluctance to be disappointed again, given the uncertainty surrounding the timing of penalty announcements. Following the qualifying session, Piastri managed to secure a front row position for Saturday's sprint shootout, narrowly beating his teammate Lando Norris. During this time, he sported a smile as he humorously acknowledged the anticipation of receiving the final confirmation that he had indeed claimed the pole position for the sprint race. "Yeah, very happy," he said. "I might just give the FIA 5 minutes first to make sure I'm actually on pole." During the sprint race, Norris struggled to maintain his position as he dropped from 2nd to 6th at the start. he found himself engaged in a fierce battle with the Ferraris for 4th place, while his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri fought for the race lead and eventually claimed his maiden Formula 1 victory. Despite recovering to finish on the sprint podium, overtaking George Russell on the last lap, Norris was visibly frustrated with his performance. He remarked that he had made mistakes and acknowledged that it had not been his weekend. However, he also recognized the team's efforts and expressed his frustration primarily with himself, stating, "I don't think I've ever been more frustrated with myself. I've just made my life tough, the team's life tough, when it should be the complete opposite and we should be going from the front. I guess everyone has those weekends. This is a weekend for me. It's just a shame I'm doing it when the car's as quick as it is. That's what makes it more frustrating." Lando Norris's aspirations for his first Formula 1 win remain unsatisfied as he nears the end of his 5th season in the sport. He emphasised the critical errors he made, which impacted his race positions and ultimately resulted in his starting position for the following race. While discussing the challenges of driving the MCL 60, Norris accepted full responsibility for his mistakes and humorously remarked, "Nothing, just a lack of talent." It's important to note that Formula 1 is a highly competitive sport, and drivers are under immense pressure to deliver results. Winning a race is a monumental achievement for any driver, and not achieving this milestone can be mentally challenging. However, it's crucial to understand that success in Formula 1 is influenced by numerous factors, including the car's performance, team strategy, and race circumstances. Blaming oneself for the lack of success might be a self-imposed burden that Norris needs to manage. In light of these events, it's worth reiterating that Lando Norris is undoubtedly a talented and skillful driver. His consistent performances, ability to extract maximum performance from the car, and his exciting on-track presence demonstrate his potential for greatness in Formula 1. Rather than dwelling on setbacks, he should focus on his strengths and continue to work with his team to achieve future victories. The pairing of Norris and Piastri is seen as a vital asset for McLaren. Norris, while still relatively young in his Formula 1 career, offers experience and a proven track record. In contrast, Piastri in his debut season has impressed everyone with his racing prowess. This driver combination presents a blend of youthful energy and experience that bodes well for McLaren's future. McLaren, as a team, has shown remarkable progress in recent seasons. The improvements in car performance and driver dynamics indicate a promising trajectory for the team. While Red Bull's dominance remains a significant hurdle, Formula 1 is a sport known for its unpredictable nature, and McLaren is positioning itself as a strong contender for future championships. Overall, Lando Norris's frustration was evident as he lamented missed opportunities and acknowledged his need to improve his performance to align with McLaren's competitive car. Lando Norris's recent performance and the impact of Oscar Piastri on McLaren highlight the complexities and challenges that Formula 1 drivers face. Lando Norris, with his undeniable talent and determination, is destined for success in the sport. It's important for him to maintain confidence and focus on the positives. The McLaren team, with its exciting driver lineup and steady progress, is in a prime position to challenge the status quo in Formula 1. The future of the sport indeed looks promising, and fans can eagerly anticipate the battles and successes that lie ahead.